Content over everything.
All right, listen. Go on. Today's topic is Qabyaalad, yeah, tribalism. And like we believe as Somalis, we are one tribe. You get me? One tribe. We have one religion. We have one language. We have one culture. You get me? Right. So we need to avoid all this Qabyaalad. The Qabyaalad is a toxic thing. Yeah, it's a divide and conquer. This is what the British used against us. You get me? That's why my ancestors, they fought against the British. I'm from Somaliland, the north, yeah, but I don't necessarily recognize the government, yeah. But I'm a Somalilander. That's my homeland. You get me?
The government
but
exists,
I don't. Yeah, but I have every right to criticize the government. I believe
Somalia as well.
Somalia, Djibouti, none of that. You get me? I'm a Somali. They're Somali. That's my tribe. So anaka a Somali corner, we need to avoid Qabyaalad. Division. We are against division. Our ethos is oneness, unity, yeah, and we are free from tribalism or Qabyaalad or clans.
Tribalism, because there's too much negatives with it.
Too much negative, but
positive aspects of it.
Yeah, but that's not how it is now.
But I know, but the negatives outweigh the positives now.
Yeah, that's why it's not usually. Tribalism is just so you know people.
Even in Deen, yeah, so you get to know each other.
So you know you distinct. People are distinct. So everyone's not one person.
Right.
You could tell people, yeah, you're from that tribe, you're from this tribe. But now it's some superiority card, man.
Right.
It's not.
Nobody's better than any. Nobody. We don't talk about past wars that been won centuries ago. We don't care about that. You get me? Yeah. So we want unity. We want oneness in our Somali. That hal that ahne ba ما فهمت ما نقدر نسوي كنا الناس كلا سocno oo qabyaalad iyo wax loo joogin ka hadlo ma fiicna idii kale dadka meesha lagu kala tagaya ma gartay okay adiga waxa ku tirsan igana
I think people just need to go back to how it's supposed to be, Dini wise, isn't it? Tribal thing is just there's a lot of negatives attached to it now, man. If people are gonna carry it on, they need to cut all of that out and just go back to the roots, innit?
They should be united on Deen other than anything else.
So I believe 100%. We need to unite on Deen, our Deen and Taqan. That's our ethos, Makarata. Deen and Taqan. They're both.
Even before Taqan, Deen should be first.
That's what I said. Deen and Taqan, Makarata. So let's go with that.
Exactly.
If you guys want to come on camera, don't talk behind Marathon.
Ask him why he's against the one tribe thing.
Okay. I think why are you against the one tribe thing? I think you're Abdullahi, we know you're against Marathon, one tribe.
No, basically, before I was against one tribe, but then
He's
what I
Abdullahi
realized
associate.
I'm pro-Somalia, man. Basically, what I realized was...
No comment.
You know, before, I say, Somalis are not one tribe. Because that was because, I don't know, I was a bit ignorant in it. But what I found out is we are one tribe. And the reason we are one tribe is because we look the same. And we speak the same language. In Africa, different tribes speak different languages, right? So how are you from a different tribe if you speak one language? That is illogical. And then, our parents, I don't know, I think when they embraced Islam, they probably thought, being an Arab was, going to be a good thing. So they made these myths and these stories about
we're from
basically
Banu
Ishaq being Banu Hashim and Darod being Banu Hashim, yeah? And I used to believe I was some Banu Hashim kid, innit? But I don't believe that anymore, man. It's nonsense.
Because even after they started using the superiority thing, like other tribes started saying, Darod are sleeper thieves and other stuff.
Sleeper thieves, yeah.
It blows.
You know what though?
People say, no, we're better than you because we're from a better lineage than you.
Yeah.
You're Midgan, you're Langab.
Yeah, man, it's bad, man. Do you know what the worst thing is? Basically about the Arabs, or the Arab thing. If you think about it logically, what they say is, Darod was a man who came from Yemen, who crossed the seas and came and married a girl from the Dir tribe. And Ishaq was a man who came from Iraq and came to...
Married Habashi woman and Dir woman.
But if you think about it logically, what sane man will come all the way from Iraq here on his own, cross the Gulf of Aden, come to Somalia and just link a girlfriend, there's no, it
doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. The guy has to be mentally unstable. So if that's true, our ancestors were probably mentally unstable.
No, but then they say somehow some Darod claim it. Some Darod claim we're from Quraysh, and then Ishaq claim it. people say Dir is from it. Where were the Somalis
It's
before
fake.
that?
That's why I don't believe my ancestors were mentally unstable. That's why I say we are one tribe. We are not. That's the point basically.
I'm just saying for me, in reality, though, we're not.
Yeah,
There's different tribes. There's even
No,
different
I want to make it clear. I want to make it clear.
I don't
yeah?
agree with the one tribe
Listen,
thing.
hold
Because
on. You don't have to agree. Come stand there. Come stand there.
No. Before I was ignorant, innit? I used to say we're different tribes.
Nah,
But you know Ethiopia.
You're not wrong in
nah,
that.
see the one tribe thing.
Well,
My problem with it is they say we're from a maternal side, where we come from Dir, so Darod comes from Dir. Some Isaac come from Dir as well. But what about the other half of
the
Isaac
HJ,
that
they
don't
come
come
from
from yeah?
Habesha, basically.
Then that'll
Yeah, I know.
that'll get rid of them and other Bantu Somalis and all of that.
I know.
What about them?
So basically, before I used to think maternally, innit? And now that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't make sense.
We should follow paternally. But what I found
Even
out
paternally
was
or maternally, it's,
what I found out was we all linked to Somali, and I thought only the basically no, I thought it was Dir and Harida only linked to Somali. Turns out that Darod and Isaac also linked to Somali.
through Dir. That's
No, through paternal wise.
How? They
I don't
say
know, there was a
Darod say
tree.
we're from.
Fam,
the
Darod say
slippery
they were Arab is fake. It's fake.
Exactly, but I'm saying if everyone came under, if they were all united under the nation or under Deen, then people would work for the goodness of the nation, not for the goodness of their tribe. Everybody wants only what's good for their tribe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make Portland because we're this tribe.
It's shown by
Boom,
the
boom.
Dervish state as well. The Dervish, the Darawish.
Yeah.
It was basically a lot of clans were fighting under the Darawish, and they didn't unite under one tribe and that. They
It's
united
Deen.
under Islam.
Yeah,
innit?
exactly.
So
That's-
that's the only thing that Somalis can unite upon. Islam, not calling yourself Arab and that, man. It's nonsense.
It doesn't make any
I
sense.
agree 100%.
Yeah.
And our thing is, anyone that brings tribalism, Qabyaalad, all of that will be kicked out and evicted. You're not part of Somali corner.
It should be only
we
known
have
to-
it. We have it.
It should be only used to get to know each other.
Yeah.
Anything when you say you're Langab,
Sir,
you're
sir.
Mutgan, my tribe is better than yours,
Sir.
I'm more superior than you.
And we are.
Get carried away with
And anyone who uses derogatory terms,
Yeah.
like Idor, like Faqash,
Qaldan.
Qaldan, all of that. No, it's not Adi, fam. It's not Adi. You see, this is the issue we have. It's not Adi, fam. Anyone who
It's to
uses
do
that.
that one, that's the people that support. If you support,
No,
if you
no.
support,
Listen,
Siad Barre, fuck
anyone
Swat,
who uses these derogatory terms here, Faqash, Idor, or Qaldan, will be banned. You will never be part of Somali corner. You get me? We have a setup where we are free from this. Magaratay. If you're claiming that you are on the Deen and you are against all this, how can you be
No, of
using
course,
derogatory
no,
terms?
no.
fam? Come on.
The terms I'm talking about, people that are called Faqash is the one if they support Siad Barre. Because of their, because there's some people say he's my tribe, so I'm not against him, or this, or he never did anything to me, so I'm not against him. So of course you can call them Faqash. They're on whatever
but
he was on. If you don't condemn Hitler, of course you're going to
Some
be a Nazi.
people,
If
yeah.
you support
Hold
Hitler,
on, I'm not,
you're going to be
hold
called a
on,
Nazi.
Hold on, though. Some people, I'm not mentioning no names here. Some people, they will call you Faqash or Qaldan
Based on your clan.
for your tribe. Yeah. Say you're
No,
you're
that's
a
wrong,
clan.
that's
You
wrong,
have a
that's
clan.
wrong.
Yeah.
That's khaled, that's
Say
khaled.
for example,
what he's trying to say is basically,
I'm saying if you support
right now
him,
they
like,
say Faqash in
someone
terms of
support-
clan, innit? But
They
what he's trying to
shouldn't
say
have-
is
shouldn't mean that.
basically using Faqash based on like
What it
supporting
actually
Siad Barre.
means.
That's but they made a song. The SNA made a song called Faqash Way Tickets or something like that.
Yeah.
So we are free from this, man.
That was
Wallahi.
Siad Barre army basically. Yeah.
So
I know what you're trying to say.
That's
I know
the
what you're trying to
boost
say.
the sound of the soldiers used to make. So they used to tell each other, Faqash was also at
Yeah.
But do you
Sound they
think
used
that's
to
a
have.
derogatory term? For
Depends on what you
for
use it.
certain tribes.
No, when you use it as to class a whole tribe,
Yeah,
I
that's
think
wrong.
that's wrong.
Or if you could-
But like if someone supports it,
Yeah.
if someone supports
Siad
Siad
Barre,
Barre, he's a Faqash. If someone supports Hitler, he's a Nazi. Same way.
Yeah.
Nobody will say, Nazi is a derogatory term, you shouldn't say it, it's a bad word. It's the same thing as that.
Yeah.
You can't calling all Germans Nazis, that's wrong. See where I'm coming from?
But for
I
us,
see what you're saying, I
yeah,
see
for
what-
us, a Somali corner, nobody, so anyone that supports either Siad Barre or certain, controversial figures, we're free from it. You get me? And anyone who uses derogatory terms like Faqash, Idor, Qaldan, all of that, we got nothing to do with it. You get me?
I see where you're coming from.
That's it. So Marakte, we have an
Should we do it
admin
for the
panel.
betterment of the people?
We have an admin panel. Yeah. We come together. Marakte. We talk about our issues and how we're gonna move forward from
Exactly.
this. Marakte. So
That's what I'm saying. Through Deen, even in Deen, you should have no superiority over anyone else anyways, apart from piety.
yeah.
So it should be like that. I think there was a hadith that said
Come through, innit? Come through.
if anyone else thinks is proud of his father's lineage,
Yeah.
something like that. It's a
No,
bad thing.
you know how you said tribe has a positive, clan has a positive thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does, man, because you know after the war, everyone went back to their home city and they built
Clan,
all their
clan.
yeah. Everyone back to their cities and just built every single city. So now, yeah, you know how in England everyone just says London. When you say Somalia, we say a lot of cities because all the cities are built. You know what I mean?
I know, but it shouldn't be like that anyways. Everyone should work for the good of their nation first, not for the good, my tribe lives here, so I'm only going to help this city. Because then some cities that don't have a lot of people won't be built at all.
Yeah,
That's what problem people had with Siad Barre. He was focusing most on Mogadishu. Even that's why they've got federal states now. They say, no, you're not going to focus on our state, so our tribe's going to get together, we're going to focus on our state.
Right.
That's what Abdiwali Gas the other day when he was saying, Mogadishu is not Somalia and Somalia is not Mogadishu.
Right.
People will make it.
A lot of people behind the camera, they're camera shy, man. People, Sogala, come talk, man. Yeah. So,
That's what I
like,
gotta say anyways, man.
what else? Yeah, you wanna come? Sogala, sir.
So what about the stance of basically how you say Somali wa mid? So that's basically
Somali
promoting Somali way, innit?
No, it's not, fam.
That's
You can say that's cool, Ahmed. You can't say we're one country.
Yeah, no, but bro, I know
That
why a
don't
lot
work,
of
fam.
tribes are against Somali way, innit?
Of course, Somali we never say, fam.
No,
It's
yeah,
never existed.
You know why it did exist.
When did it exist?
In the I think it was the 1840s.
Wallah, it's never existed.
1840s it existed. Wallah.
When? There was
1840s.
sultanates, but again.
Yeah, 1840s.
When?
The early 1800s, wallahi. It
It never
existed.
existed. Wallah, it never existed. That NFT, Academia, they're all together.
No, not together as one state. As it was controlled by Somalis. Now it's not controlled by Somalis.
Obviously, everyone's controlled by.
When the colonial
Somali way means
the
they're
colonial
under one
states,
head.
the colonial states came late 1800s and they divided everything. But before it was
Ottomans,
one.
Ottomans there before, like up in north.
They talk about Adel Sultanate, innit?
Yeah.
And the Ifat Sultanate.
Exactly. So they were never one.
No, but when you say
They
one,
had
I'm not talking about one state. We were never one state.
Exactly. That's what
I'm talking
Somali
about
way
we
is.
were.
Somali Nimo.
No, I'm trying to say that we wasn't colonized basically. Right now, there's some lands that are given to different countries, right?
Yeah.
And we don't have that. Somali ain't exists, man. We had a Duran Sultanate that was going all the way to Kenya.
We say Somali Union, not Somali way, not Somali Union.
No, the Somali Union is between Somaliland and
Somalia.
Italy, Somalia, Italian Somalia.
But there's no evidence for that though, innit?
There was an active union.
But there's no
And then it broke up.
paperwork.
How did they get together then?
Yeah, no, but that's what people claim, innit?
Claim.
That's what people say, but there's
There were
no.
two different countries. British Somaliland got independence first. 5 days later, Somalia got independence.
So do you know?
Then they joined
Yeah,
up.
that's what debate people are about. You know when they say Somaliland got independence, it should be like some piece of paper or anything.
They
innit?
did get there is a piece of paper.
So there's a
When the
piece of
Queen-
paper now?
When the Queen gave them independence.
So why is it hard to
Piece
get?
of paper for the rest of Somalia. Then.
What do you mean?
Like if you're
Italy.
asking him,
No, I'm talking about the paper that
Where's your one?
the act of union.
The act of union is when they join together.
Let's say I
That's
go
the
in a
difference
union with
between
you. That's a contract, right? So if I go in a contract with you, and I want to.
Are you saying does the active union still exist in paper?
Yeah.
I don't know if they still exist. After the wars, I don't know. Allahu A'lam. But there was an active union.
War, so I doubt it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But there was an active union and they both signed. Boom, boom. It's like that.
But you know why some clans are against Somali Wayne? Because some clans will be the minority. That's
Exactly. The 4.5 system doesn't work anyways. It shouldn't be implemented.
Why is that?
Because it is all tribal.
What
You're saying
do you guys
you want to move away from tribal politics.
Yeah, but
then-
4.5.
But then you're basing it on tribes. How can it work?
What do you guys think about?
But 4.5 is legitimate, man. It basically gives every single tribe rights. You know what I mean? So let's say,
Because if you just have strict
if there was no 4.5 and let's say one tribe was controlling everything, then it would be a mad thing, innit?
No, it wouldn't. Because if you're saying, the bigger tribes are going to have more people, it shouldn't work like that. Everything should be based on merit.
That's
Not,
not-
we've
that-
got more
that-
people,
that's true.
so we're going to have more numbers.
That's true.
Whoever
But you-
the biggest clan is going to have the most numbers, and they're going to dominate everything.
Yeah.
It shouldn't work like that. It should be based on merit.
So you're talking about Somalia's 4.5 system, right?
Yeah.
What about Somaliland system, man?
The Somaliland system.
There was only 3 Isaks running for president.
Okay, but before that, we had Tahir Riyad.
No, I know, but I'm talking about now.
But he was-
I know
he
he
was
was
from
Samaron.
minority.
He was Samaron.
Exactly, he was from a
Yeah,
minority,
but what system do you have?
minority government.
We give system to at least at a 0.5.
We don't have a system.
We don't have no system.
Our last interior minister was Dulbahante. and our parliamentary speaker right now is Dul Bahante. We don't base it on.
You don't base it on.
We don't base it on tribes.
So why was like a non-Isaac running for president?
I don't know. Maybe because the
And plus, do you know how people
groups
say
didn't vote for him.
Yeah.
But we had a president, Tahir Yale. He won by 80 votes.
Yeah, I know. So,
If Somaliland was
2001,
Isaac.
No, I don't say it's Isaac land. I'm just pointing out.
People say, Isaac land. But we had a president from a minority country, from minority tribe, and he won by 80 votes.
And you have people say
If that would never happen in any other African state. If that happened, the majority will rebel and say, nah, boom, 80 votes is rigged, is this, boom. We accepted it and it moved on because we all want what's good for our nation.
I know.
That's how it should
you know, like the federal government now, I don't even agree with it, man. Because there's a lot of things going on that they selling people to Ethiopia and that freedom fighters. But you know when you look back in history, you know like the Siad Barre government, for example.
Yeah.
You know he had like 5 close allies, and it wasn't based on tribe. Basically, the second person in power, guess who he was? He was a Madiban. He was the lowest clan in Somalia.
Yeah.
And you know how people say, some Bantus, Somalis don't have like no say in Somalia. Yeah. One of his 5 members, his closest boy was a Bantu. So that's why I say he's not a tribalist.
They didn't help him out though, innit? He still fucked up the place.
What do you mean help him out?
You're saying they were his closest allies.
No, he wasn't. Basically, if you look at the past Somali leaders, innit, Siad Barre was the less tribalist one.
He's the one that said let's exterminate their suck. So
he didn't say that, man.
he signed off on the paper that Morgan said it.
Yeah, but
he
Morgan
was supporting it.
Yeah, I know, but Morgan was his son-in-law.
Exactly, but if he's supporting that,
if
let's exterminate a whole tribe.
If your son-in-law comes, listen. If your son-in-law comes to you and comes with a bunch of papers, would you read every single paper or would you sign it?
You know what it was? He knew. He's the president. He must have told him, this is this. No, someone else would have read it for him. Exactly. Of course he would have read it.
He was the Ministry of Defense.
He would have read it. He would have read it. Trust me.
He never read it.
Are you saying just signs anything that comes his way? Oh yeah, I've got a paper for you to sign.
Nah, but
it could be something to remove him from, to impeach him, and he would just sign it. Yeah, wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, but he was the military leader. He
was supporting it.
There was only one party. And he was the same party as him.
Doesn't matter. He was supporting him.
It would be impossible for him to. Yeah.
He could get impeached. Someone else can take over him. They could do a military coup like he did.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. He must have read it, and he knows what he was. After Ogaden, he said, I'm gonna get payback on their sacks.
No, he blamed the Saks for losing the Ogaden war. I know that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he said, I'm gonna get payback on them no matter what.
Yeah, I know, but. Do you agree?
He
Do you know
wanted
what?
Genocide on them.
Yeah, well, I understand, but do you know what I posted on Twitter?
What?
About the SNM. I said basically, you know the SNM, who were they funded by? Ethiopia, right?
Russia, yeah.
So it was Ethiopia a state that was like, would you call it enemy of the state?
I don't know, but they were coming from Royal Somaliland. They were better for us than Somalia at that time.
I know. So
they're the ones that took in my parents and when they were fleeing.
Put yourself in Siad Barre's boots, yeah? Let's say, let's put yourself in his boots, innit? Yeah. Let's say, there's a SNM soldiers, innit? And they get funded by the enemy of state. And they come into populated cities. What would you do?
Their Saks were already getting oppressed before the Ogaden War.
The Ogaden War?
Yes.
Before 77?
Yes.
His closest ally was Isaac before the 77 war.
It wasn't.
Wallahi it was. Search it.
Wallahi it was. Ally how?
I don't know Wallahi.
You're too young to talk about the 1977 war.
No, but I read, man.
No, but it's bullshit, man. He was oppressing them from before. Even in Hargeisa, you couldn't build 2-story buildings and that. Everything was
in London.
Okay,
can I ask a question? In London, there's a lot of trains, right? Are there trains in Stoke and that, and in Newcastle?
No, it's not the same thing, man.
Why? Because that's the northern side.
Do they say you can't build over 2 buildings too?
No, I'm just saying.
They won't say to you. You can't build 2-story buildings.
There's no. Well, I have a friend from Stoke. There's only one train in the whole of Stoke.
I don't know about that, man.
There's only one train in the whole of Stoke. So people from Stoke, originally from Stoke, they can say, the government from Theresa May doesn't care about us. She's not giving us trains.
They do say that. Some people up north say that though.
I know, but that's nonsense. People invest in the capital city, bro. And I'm not from the capital city. Well,
does anybody say in Birmingham you can't build 2-story buildings?
No, but England, we can't compare England and Somalia. But I'm just giving like an analogy. I'm giving an analogy.
It's a shit analogy.
No, it's not, man.
It's a shit analogy.
So what? If you're a leader, can I ask a question? If you were a leader, would you invest in the capital or not?
Of course. But I'm saying you wouldn't tell other people. You wouldn't stop their hormar.
Okay, what did he
If
say?
anything they were doing,
Didn't Siad Barre build the Berbera airport?
he didn't. He came in power. What was it? 1977? No,
1968. 69.
69. And
Berbera
Port.
19.
Berbera Port was 1967 or 8. One of
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
The
one
year
of
before
them.
he came into power.
But he was-
It was the year before he came into power.
I know, akhi, but
So he didn't build it.
when I say, let me explain it to you. Do you know Siad Barre? He was the leader of the army. And Berbera Airport, there was two ports. There was the Bosasa Airport, food used to come in, and the Berbera Airport, what used to come in? What do you call it? Artillery and all of that for the army. No one used to eat. Back in the day, all your food used to come from the Bosasa Airport. So basically,
We had livestock. What do you mean our food's coming from Bosaso?
your food come from Bosasa. Wallah.
Where does it come from, Bosaso?
The Bosasa Airport, till today, is coming from Bosasa Airport. Till today.
We live on livestock. We've got the most livestock. So
I mean,
why
clothes-
do we need
clothes-
why do we need food from Bosaso?
Do you know? What do you mean? Why do you need food from
You're
Bosasa?
saying we get all our food from Bosaso. We've got the most livestock.
You get your food and your clothes from Bosasa. Livestock, the most livestock. So what are you trying to
What are you
say?
talking about? You're saying food that we lived on came from Bosaso.
Oh no, I'm
saying we lived on livestock. Exactly.
Akhi.
So livestock is food.
Okay,
That's what Somalis live on. That's what a lot of Somalis trade off.
So nothing comes for you from Bosasa Airport.
Allah,
No
but I'm
clothes.
saying, no.
Wallahi, I
You
know
said
for a
food.
fact.
Why are you changing clothes?
No, food and clothes. Yeah, food and clothes.
No, bananas and that we get it from down south. I know that.
You get most things from down south, Sahib. Because if Somaliland becomes an independent state right now, wallahi, I could tell you nothing could come to Somaliland right now.
Bullshit, wallah.
So basically,
You're
let me
acting like
finish.
even before when we had sultanates, Berbera
Let's
and
not say what I
Sayla.
certain things, bro.
Yeah, exactly. But Sayla and Berbera were always the trade hubs for up north.
Yeah,
and
there
they were
was.
always popping.
Not Berbera, man. Not
Wallahi,
Berbera.
wallahi.
Berbera was a port for the army, man.
I'm talking about before that, even in ancient times.
Zayla was.
And
Zayla
Berbera
was.
was, wallah.
No,
They used to trade
Berbera
within
Berbera
certain
was
times.
built recently,
In the
and
spring.
Berbera was built for the Somali army, man.
Are you saying there was no point in Berbera before it was built recently? Nobody used to trade off it
What do you mean?
as a city. No, there was no trading
In
routes from
Berbera? No way. Berbera port was just
Wallahi,
built
you're
today.
chatting shit.
Zayla was, but not Berbera, man. Come on.
You're talking about as a port, as in.
As in
modern
feeding the
one.
whole-
I'm talking
feeding the
about
whole
there was always-
region.
There was always trading going through Berbera, always.
Trading from where, man? I don't understand what you're talking about, Sahib.
You're saying there was never any trading from boats and stuff in Berbera.
In Berbera?
Yeah.
From Yemen?
Anywhere. You're
When was Berbera built, like you told me?
I'm talking about you're talking about the port. I'm talking about as a trading hub.
I don't know about that. I don't know too much about Somaliland.
Then
But I'm
you
talking
can't
about
speak on it
port.
then.
I'm talking about port, mate.
You're talking
And
about when
the
it
port
was
was built by the
Siad
Somali
Barre.
army.
Exactly, but you said Siad, but it wasn't built by Siad.
It was built by, wallahi, it's
It
known
was
fact.
built the year before, 2 years before you came into
I
power.
know,
so
but
how?
he had power, wallahi. Who did the assassination of
the
Shamarket?
president built it, or the government. He wasn't. He was the
Stay
one.
on politics, guys.
Okay. You know, but okay.
Come on, guys, man.
Look, this guy
Yeah.
drifted off slightly. Come on. This guy drifted off slowly. You were there this morning.
Don't run away, man.
Too tight today, I'm too tight.
Taken away, Wallah. Because you were there to regulate it.
What happened? Scoop him, pull him out.
No, I don't know what they're talking about.
Finish. Wrap it up, man.
This guy's.
Yeah, guys, come back on camera and wrap it up. Let's wrap it up, guys, yeah? Had a little general discussion.
Hey, Rasmus gonna wrap it up, yeah?
Gang, you
man,
don't know.
Somali
Somali corner.
Yeah.
We got all of us Somalis. Are you mad?
Man saying it's not Somali corner. It's
Oh.
It's Somali.
It's all right,
But big up all my Somalis, same way whether it's Somali corner or not, you get me? You don't know, gang. All of the Somalis out there, you listening, yeah? All of the beef that you're having with each other, remember who's calling the man them pirates, please. Yeah, don't forget who's calling the man them pirates and who's gone to man's land and fucking man up. And don't forget when the feds stop and search, man, they don't know whether you're Somali or you're Jamaican or you're whatever, fam. They just know that they don't like you, innit? You get me, fam? So, my Somalis done know, keep on building. I love what the man them are doing, I love the vision. You get me? Keep doing what you're doing, you done know. Gang. Guiding the new generation, no matter who it is, you get me? One more, you get me? Done know. That's it, you get me?
See that? That's a wrap, man. That's a wrap.
That's all right, that's all right.
Content over everything. Content over everything. From your melanin.
Man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to IP.
You got to watch the media. This is why you must listen to Content over
This is why. She's sweet, innit? She's sweet, innit? This is the midwife, yeah, man. Who wanna be? Yeah, man. So what I'm saying is, this is why you got to watch the media that you watch. Because BBC is not doing what I'm doing. Or maybe BBC needs Supersonic Ashley Flash to do